Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Good day to everyone. Thank you coming. Thank you for coming into this again. Trade live, precise trader today, August 14th. Okay, today is going to be a bit exclusive day because today is going to be news trading and also expect a big movement happening tonight, especially the the data, the CPI data that is going to be out, that is going to impact the interest rate decisions of the US. As usual, do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. And the content on this webinar is mainly for educational purpose and use your information entirely at your own risk. And you must assess the risk of any trade with your broker before you decide to put in your trade. Ground rules. Please respect fellow attendees and the presenter. Mute your mic when the presenter is speaking. Use the chat feature to ask questions, and please ask questions only related to trading. And for those people, again, for those people who are logging in on YouTube, okay, you may not be able to ask questions. Okay, in the event if you feel you want to be interactive to our system and interactive, you want to ask, the only way is, of course, you got to register with us and you join in as a trader. Okay, this wise precise trader, again, we have like about 30 years of experience, and our system is very unique, whereby you can just look at the system and you decide how you want to put in your trade, what where all the W's, like where, when, why, what, all these answers you'll be getting from the system. And also the zone, our price alerts, there is an alert that tells you that whenever the price is moving out of certain levels, it gives you an alert, just like an alarm, so that you can just look into the thing, then you can do action or take action so that you can be in the trade most of the time. And we also have a dashboard. Okay, this is the most powerful tool which we use, whereby you get your entry, exit, and stop loss level, within minutes. And the trend map, that will also help you to identify the trend on different time frame, and what are the how we can trade and what is to be expected. All this informations you can derive. PT zones also, will give you a bird's eye view of all the markets together, where is trading and what zone levels are we looking at, and whether do we see expect the price to break or fail. All these informations you can derive. Then the next thing is we have the strongest and weakest, that will decide you on the best cross to trade. And we also provide signals. Okay, we have 5 types of signals, basically: scalping, day, news, momentum, and swing. Okay, ours is unlike other service providers. Okay, basically we have divided the signals into 5 types. So the main way is, of course, the that would also indicate the price target. Okay, basically, like what price target we are looking at, and and uh, and like this information's just by looking at the signals will tell you your risk reward. Okay, just by looking at the signals. And we also provide a strong backend support, and we also help you to take this as a career. Okay, next, the products offered is, of course, we provide on mainly on Forex. Okay, all the majors and the crosses against each other, and we provide services for metals like gold, silver, and the CFDs like mini Dow, Nasdaq, S&P, Russell, DAX, and commodities like crude, natural gas, corn, wheat, and all those soft comps. Okay, now we are going into the live trading. Okay, for those of you who have coming in first time, okay, what I would suggest is please take a piece of paper and pen and write it down. Okay, and what I'm going to do from today is, okay, I'm also going to share my spreadsheet. Okay, my spreadsheet, so that you can Also write it down. Okay, this spreadsheet, this will tell you what is the trend and what are the levels and what are the orders we are looking at. So maybe that would might help you to also take it so that write it down, so at least you can follow and you can do it. Okay, just a quick glance. Okay, tonight we are going to get the CPI data in another 10 plus 30, it's another 40 minutes. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to prepare yourself as a news trading. Okay, and what is expected tonight is the data. Okay, let me share that screen. Okay, the CPI. Okay, we have two datas that is out. In fact, core CPI and crude oil inventories. Crude oil inventories, and that is going to affect the crude oil. But the CPI, core CPI and CPI. Okay, this is month on month. Both these are the two datas that we'll be looking at that is going to impact today's move and the decision for US on the interest rate announcement on September, the next meeting. Okay, the market is expecting 0.2 core CPI month on month is 0.2 and the CPI is also 0.2. And we are expecting the data to be softer, meaning less than 0.2. In fact, yesterday the PPI came out to be softened. So again, today I'm not sure whether we are going to get a soft data or we are still going to get a strong data. But irrespective of whatever happens, okay, being when we are trader, okay, we need to stay and on one side, and we need to get ourselves prepared for a trade. Okay, and what I want to tell you is also that the piece of paper, can you all write it down? Okay, in fact, the data, if the data is bad. Okay, bad means anything lower than 0.2 or maybe 0.1 or maybe flat or even negative, whatever the data that comes. If the data, of course, the movement of the on the market will depend on the value of the data. If the data is really very bad, then we might get a big move that is going to happen. Okay, what we expect is, if the data is bad, okay, we are expecting the euro dollar to strengthen. We expect the pound dollar to strengthen. We expect the dollar yen to weaken. That means come off. The dollar Swiss to also weaken. That means also to come off. And if the data is really other comes out bad, okay, this Aussie, New Zealand, Canadian dollars and Sing dollars. These four crosses. Okay, what is going to happen is we may get a we either we may not get a big move happening, or we may get a small spike, then the market may turn down. In fact, today morning the New Zealand dollars, the RBN is that they slashed the rate by 1/4%, which was not expected. So in fact, all the other central banks, they are already starting to cut rate. So on that note, okay, we expect the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, dollar CAD, dollar Sing to not respond much on in the event if we get a weak data. And gold, okay, the gold is a bit tricky. Okay, gold is for those people who are trading, or for those traders who are trading on gold. Okay, please take note that gold right now, this is in a make or break scenario. Okay, make or break scenario. That means what we are expecting is, if let's assume the data is bad, the gold may break higher. Okay, in fact, we were expecting, in fact, this morning, the market started to do some correction, and we thought that that the market is already like responding to the data to be good, and is coming off and is going to be in a correction on the hourly. But right now, what is happening on gold is right now is trading at 2474 half. This is trading near the high. In fact, yesterday's high was 2477 half, and recent high, that means the all-time high is 2483 half. So what we are expecting is, in the event if there is a data that the data is going to be bad, we are going to get a breakout on this. And this, if this really happens, then there is going to be a very big move on gold. Okay, for those traders who are looking in gold, okay, please pay attention that this is because there's two reasons. One is gold is moving, one reason. In fact, our weekly outlook already, we expected this breakout to happen, and we expect to go beyond 2525 to 2535, somewhere, if I recall it correctly. But on the other hand, the geopolitical reasons, that is also one of the reason why the gold has been moving in the limelight. So for gold traders, you got to be very careful. So now what is going to happen is, if the data is good, gold may be in a range, euro dollar may be in a range, pound may be in the range, dollar yen will be in a range, dollar Swiss would be in a range. And all this Aussie, New Zealand, dollar CAD, Sing dollar would start to weaken. That means, will turn down. But if the data is bad, this 4 plus this 5 plus gold is expected to break higher and move higher. Okay. So now let's start. Let's start to uh, get the figures, and let's work then, so at least we can get ourselves prepared for the trade. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so when we look at tonight's today's data, okay, whatever just now I was sharing with you, okay, this is all is reflected on the system, and you can I can tell you, and I can show to you. Okay, just now I told you, if the dollar, I mean the data is bad, euro dollar is breakout, because see, euro dollar right now is already showing strength on the weekly. Okay, weekly, that means euro dollar is trading above the previous week high. Pound dollar is trading above the previous week high. And in fact, Aussie dollar and dollar CAD and Sing dollar, they also showing dollar weakness on the weekly. But when we look at on the daily, you see here dollar Swiss is showing already a weakness, and euro dollar is showing strength. Okay, and when we compare it with the lower time frame, when you compare it with the lower time frame, so in fact, we look at euro dollar. So it's all bullish on the euro, because euro there is no strength. So if the data is bad, this is expected to spike up. Pound is weaker compared to the euro dollar. So on that note, probably we may not get a big move that is happening on the pound. Dollar yen is already, like right now, the immediate, the 2 hours is already showing strength. That means it's already showing weakness on the dollar yen. Okay, not that means strength on the yen, weakness on the dollar. All right. So this is showing that, okay, this may come down in the event if the data is bad. Dollar Swiss daily is down, so this also is expected towards the data weakness. And Aussie dollar is flat, so no doubt, it's showing strength. But today, Aussie, Canadian, and New Zealand all are showing flat. So chances are, if the data is bad, we don't see these three crosses having any big movement, and the others would move, and the other way around. That means if the data is good, this this three would be moving and the others would be staying in a range. Okay, the next thing is we get a confirmation on the view or what we have seen on this. So when we look at the PT zones, this is also giving us a strength on the euro dollar. Okay, this showing there is a euro is strong. Dollar yen on the 360 is showing weakness. Dollar Swiss is showing daily weakness, and pound is flat, but is on the weekly is showing strength, and the previous day is showing strength. So this may is trading right now in a range. Then if the data is bad, we may see the price moving higher. Okay, and Aussie dollar today and hourly is flat, and dollar cat is flat across the board. That means 360 is flat, daily is flat, and weekly is just moving in and out in a different areas. And New Zealand is weak. So because today that the RBA and is that they've cut the rate, so New Zealand is expected to be weak. So irrespective, even if the data is bad, we can just expect some bounce or some pullback, but eventually it has to be weakness on this. And dollar Sing is still showing some strength, but this is trading towards important levels. So it's trading important levels. So that's why it can be a make or break scenario. So we got to be careful on dollar Sing. Okay, now we look at the strongest and weakest. No signals yet. Okay, let me see whether we can get any signals on the daily. Okay, no signals yet. Okay, yeah, daily, I think we are getting some signals. In fact, New Zealand is the weakest. We should be selling this. Euro is the strongest. We should be buying this. So the word 1 and 2 and the color denotes us how we can trade this, right? So that means we should be selling New Zealand dollars and we should be buying euro dollar, right? So this is the clue we are getting. Okay, now finally we go into the dashboard. So the dashboard would tell you a clear picture what is happening and how we can trade and how we can go about. So currently the euro dollar is trading at 11025. Okay, currently is trading at 11025, and what is happening is 11025, this is trading above the critical high. That means it's trading above the previous day high, right? So what is going to happen is as long as it's trading above this level, as long as it's trading above 10965, 10945, strength is expected on the euro dollar. And 11050 has to break. If it breaks, then we may see 11080 and 11120 and 11130. So you take note, take a piece of paper and you write it down, and I also maybe I'll give the signals from there. Then you do it. So we are going to buy euro dollar. Okay, we are going to buy euro dollar, and we are when we say buy, then we must always decide on the stop loss first and the price target next. So when we say the stop loss, okay, ask yourself whether are you a aggressive trader or are you a conservative trader. If you're a conservative trader, then you try not to try to enter the first entry. But if you're an aggressive trader, then you may want, because it's going to be a wider stop loss, and and the profit also would be better, So this is, you need to ask yourself whether which side you belong to. Okay, now the first thing is, okay, today's low is 10985. Okay, 10985, and yesterday's low is 10915, and we have a strong support at 10945 and 10965. Okay, So now what we need to do is, okay, since this today is going to be a news trading, okay, I'm going to tell you how it's done and how we are going to do it. Okay, the first thing is news trading. Okay, you must understand that Forex is, especially we can't put a stop buy or stop sell order because of slippage. Reason being is, once the data is out, if let's assume you go and put your stop loss, I mean stop buy and stop sell, you're going to get a very bad fill, and chances are your profits all would have gone on the slippage. So that's the reason we don't advise you to put a stop buy and stop sell. So now what we are planning to do is, okay, I'll tell you a green light. That means 2 minutes before, 2 minutes before the data is out, we will try to enter at market. Okay, and what we are going to do is we are going to trade market, and we are betting that the data is going to be bad, and the trades we are going to trade is mainly euro dollar, dollar yen, dollar Swiss, pound, and gold. Okay, these are the four. I mean, of course, gold can be the spike can be pretty nasty on either end. So unless if you are putting a wider stop loss, then you can put it. Otherwise, I suggest probably you stay sideline on gold and you just concentrate on this four, right? So the thing is, like as I told you, we are betting that the data is going to be bad and we are going to take trade. Okay, then what we will be doing next is we would be we'll giving you a buffer trade. Okay, in the event, okay, let's say we take a trade, and let's say the data came out to be good, we are going to get stopped out. Okay, definitely we are going to get stopped out. And if we are going to get stopped out, then we got to do a re-entry. Okay, we got to do a re-entry so that we would try to get back the loss what we have incurred. At least we try to end the day on break even, and this is what we would be doing day in day out, especially when news trading happens, because we can't afford to lose money unnecessarily. At the same time, when there is an opportunity, we try to grab in, right? So now the signal is, okay, the first thing is first entry. Aggressive traders, if you are an aggressive trader, you try to enter either now 11020, or the next option is 2 minutes before the data out. Whatever the market trading, you try to enter the trade. Okay, the next thing is I got to give you a stop loss. The stop loss should be below 10980. Okay, that means the even once 10980 breaks, that means we are wrong, and we got to get get out of this trade. So the next thing what you need to do is, okay, we need to put in a buffer trade. That's where we put a buy order at 10940. Okay, we put a buffer trade at 10940. Then for that you put a stop below 10910. Okay, then we close this trade or book the profit at 10980. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to key into the spreadsheet. So for those of you who came in late, okay, at least you can follow, because this is going to be a news trading. You got to be very careful. Okay, so now if you look at this spreadsheet, okay, this is where right now this market is trading here. And the price action means usually we compare it 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and the trend is basically on what the market is telling us. So now here for euro dollar, the hourly is congestion up, the trend is daily up. That means the market is still pointing up, and the boundary, remember, these are the most important things you need to know before you take a trade. So the daily boundary is, okay, we are looking at the low of 10965 and 10945, and the high of 11060, 11085, and 11140. So in other words, we got to book our profit before 11140, and we try to put our stop loss anywhere above below this level, and we go for a buy entry. Okay, for again, so now if let's say you are a conservative trader, okay, let's say you are a conservative trader, okay, what I would suggest is you put your stop at 10940 or even 30, okay, maybe better, because we might get a spike on that. So the order is going to be, okay, two types. Order is going to be, if let's say we are going to be a limit buy, and we are going to do one lot entry level. Okay, we are going to do a two types of entry. Yeah, one is we buy at one is at market. Okay, the market first one is we try to enter at market. This is for mainly for uh, aggressive trader, and for this the stop loss is going to be 10980, and the exit we try to exit at 11080. But if you feel you want to try for a higher, depending on your luck, you try to put at 10111 20. So what you're going to do is, if the market spike up, if the data is bad, we are going to get a spike, and we are going to hit our profit, and we are going to end the day with a profit note. Okay, so now the next thing is here, okay, remarks we need to say CPI bad. Okay, CPI bad. Okay, and of the expiry, you put in just 1 hour, just put 1 hour. That means like it's not can't do this thing. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay, I think we have expiry is half an hour. Just half an hour before the sorry, after the data is out. Okay, this is the expiry. So you key in this order and you let it work. Okay, the next thing is, okay, let's say we do another entry. Okay, this is the because I've already put in. Okay, then maybe we will do a second entry. Yeah, that means buffer entry in the event. Okay, in the event if let's say we got stopped out. Okay, stopped out. Then what we are going to do is we are going to do a buffer entry again, and this one I'll let you all decide. You want to do one lot or two lot, because this is a very safest level. Then you try to buy at 10945, and you put your stop at 10910. That means below yesterday's low. And this one we close our trade at 10985. Okay, and this is condition is CPI is good. Okay, so that means if the data comes out to be good, okay, we are going to get filled. That means we are going to get stopped out on the first trade, and we are going to we may get filled or we may not get filled. Okay, if we get filled, then we try to exit and do it. Then again, this is the exit we put in. So now we have given this call. Okay, what I would want you to do is, probably you may want to try it out on a demo, or you may want to put your trade. This is up to you to decide. And again, whatever you're doing, this is going to be your own discretion, right? Okay, the next call we are giving is, okay, we are betting that the data is bad. Okay, now we are going to trade on the pound. Okay, pound. Okay, let me go back to the screen. Okay, so now we look at pound. Okay, pound, I think we have already done. I think we also want to go for a buy. Okay, right now the market is trading at 128.50 and today's low is 128.35. Wait, just it's not today, it's 360 low. Okay, wait. Yeah, today's low is 2820. So that means if the data is bad, we don't expect this low to break. Then we expect this high to break. So that is the clue. And if it breaks, we should be able to see 12920 or 12930. If this level breaks, then we can see higher towards 130. Okay. So now this is, we are going to give a call on this. Okay. Okay. Let me also, before I forget, okay, let me also share the chart, because for those of you who are used to the chart, okay, let me finish that, then I'll go back into this pound. Okay, let me share the chart for the euro dollar, then at least we can see how this thing works. Okay, so now we look at the euro dollar. Okay, we are back to euro again, huh? Okay, so this is the situation here. Okay, what has happened is, okay, market has already broke the previous high, and market has taken support at 109.80. So this is expected the market to move even higher towards 11070 and 11140 or 50. So this is the level we are looking for, and I think the market has got strength. Okay, market has got strength, and 40 is a critical level, 11140. So that means you got to exit before that level. So I think our call we gave was pretty safe and pretty on the right side. Okay, so now coming back to this pound. Okay, pound again. Now we are going back to the pound. Okay, just to show you, so at least you can see the trade with confidence. Okay, now pound. Okay, now stop loss we are going to put below 20. Yeah, so we put at 12815. So now what I need you to do is, if you are an aggressive trader, then you try to enter at the market. Okay, at the market, and put a stop below 15. Okay, and your TP should be 12910 or 12930. This is for aggressive trader. If you are a conservative trader, then I may want to buy at 12805, then put a stop below that, maybe 27 or 12780. Then my TP should be below 12870. Okay, so this is for conservative trader. Okay, let me share the screen again, the chart, then I'll give you on the spreadsheet, so at least you can write it down. Okay, so here if you look at pound, okay, compared to euro, okay, if you notice, if you look at the chart, if you are good in chart, okay, pound is a bit weaker than euro, because euro broke the previous high. Okay, pound is now only has made a low on the daily, and the price has to push high and has to clear this level, then only it can go up. So overall, if you see the price target for today, I'm expecting is 12950, 130 or 13040. Okay, so these are the price target if the market is going. On the other hand, the price should not break 12790 and 12755. Okay, these are the key levels we need to take note. Okay, so now I think we have already got all the information. So now I can give you the call for the pound. Okay, pound, we are going to do a limit buy. Okay, this is one lot. And this entry level is, remember, I told you right now the market is trading at 128.50. So probably I may want to enter at 128.40 or 45. Then my stop loss has to be 128.10 or 15. Okay, because the low is 20. So that means there's a 30 pips risk. And this one, my exit is 129.20. Okay, and again, the remarks we are looking at is CPI data to be bad. Okay, this to be bad. And expiry is similar. That means another one, okay, before 9 o'clock. Okay, so this is for aggressive trader. Then if you are a conservative trader, okay, what we will be doing is we would want to, that means if let's assume the data came out to be good, okay, what we will be doing is we would be buying at 12805. Okay, 12805 and stop 12780 and 12875. Okay, and this is CPI is good. That means better than expected. Okay, again, we put an expiry at same time, 21 hours. So what I'm going to do is, see, I'm going to give you a pre-announcement and post-announcement. Okay, we are going to give you two types of trades. That means pre-announcement is before the announcement, what are we looking at? Okay, and post-announcement means after the announcement, after the data is out. Okay, what are we looking at and how are we going to trade that? Okay, so now the next uh, instrument we are looking at is, remember, dollar yen. Okay, and remember that we are going to look for dollar yen. Okay, let me share that screen. Okay, we have another 7 minutes. Okay, we'll just quickly do this, then we'll wait for the data, then we'll concentrate on that. Okay, dollar yen, if you look at it, okay, this is going to be, okay, you look at sorry, pound. Okay, look at dollar yen. Okay, so the dollar yen, so if you look at it, okay, right now it's trading at 47. Okay, 47, and this is trading near the resistance level. Okay, and what we feel is if the data is good, we don't expect the price to go above 47.60 or 47.40. Okay, and today's high is 47.50. Okay, today's high is 47.50. So we are not expecting the high to go beyond that. Okay, and if the data is bad, we expect the 46.60 to break, 46.05 to break, and even lower, towards 45.35 or lower. Okay, so please take note that, okay, we are doing this. Okay, the next thing is, if you're an aggressive trader, okay, what I would want you to suggest is try to sell at 47. Okay, let me change that screen. Okay, then the stop loss we put at 47.40 or 55 would be better, but I think we put a very tight stop, because the reason being is we might get a lot of slippage, so we don't want to lose money unnecessarily. So we put a sell at 47, put a stop at 47.40, and our TP should be either 45.80 or 45.60, lower level. Okay, this is for mainly for aggressive trader. If you are a conservative trader, then we would want you to sell at 47.40. Then put a stop above 70 and exit at 46.80. Okay, 46.80. Okay, let me change the screen. Please, can you please put your mic on mute, please? Hello. Mr. Ajit, can you please put your mic on mute so at least this doesn't disturb the session. Okay, so now dollar yen. Okay, this is if you are an aggressive trader. This is we are going to go for a sell, and we are going to sell at 147, and if we put our stop at 40 and TP at 145.80, and this is CPI bad. Okay, then again the expiry is 9 o'clock. Okay, then if you are we have only another 3 more minutes. Okay, we just quickly do this. Okay, so at least we get ourselves prepared for the data. Okay, then if you are a aggressive trader, sorry, a conservative trader, okay, do a limit sell at 147.40. Okay, stop 147.70 and TP at 146.80. Okay, this is CPI good. Okay, expiry again we put 21. Okay, so now this is the 3 trades which we feel, and for this gold, for those people who are trading gold, okay, again what I would want to tell you is, okay, please get yourself prepared, because today is going to be a make or break scenario. So if the data is really bad, okay, this if you want to take a screenshot, you can take and put it in. So now we have 1 minute to go. Okay, good luck to you, and we see what is the data. Then I'll come back to you on this. Okay, let's see what is the data. Okay, we have 30 more seconds left. We have 30 more seconds, and we see how the data is going to come. So if let's say we get stopped out, then what we will be doing is we should be doing a re-entry, to get back on the thing. Okay. Okay, get yourself, fasten your seatbelt. You see how this thing, and just relax. I mean, as long as we are able to have a proper plan and proper execution, proper method, I think we are good to go. Okay, data is going to be out. Okay, let's see what is the data. Okay, year on year is 2.9. Okay, data is bad on year. Okay, came out to be as expected. Okay, so as expected, so that means then we may not get a big move that is going to happen. But this euro and all this, I think, should start to move. I mean, I don't think we are going to get any big move, but it should be in a range trading now. Okay, So if you have bought euro dollar, then what I would suggest is now we got to bring down our so-called our TP, lower. So then we see, because this is as expected. So as expected, then I don't think we are going to see any big move that is going to happen now. Maybe unless that when US session comes into play. Okay, when US session comes into play, then we may see a big move happening. Okay, let me see what is happening now. Okay, so now what I would suggest is, for those aggressive trader, you try to close the trade, whatever, don't go for a big move. So what I would suggest is try to close the trade, and we try to wait for the market to settle down. Then we try to do a re-entry. And I think the dollar yen, the 47.40 is filled. Okay, now the dollar yen is filled. Then the euro, I think we didn't only the aggressive trader is filled, the other side is not. So the dollar Swiss, we didn't do. Okay, we didn't do. Okay. So now, so this is what we expect. So since the data came out to be as expected, so we may not be seeing any big move. Okay, I think the gold is coming off. Okay, gold is coming off. Yeah, gold is already coming off, right? So now we expect the other currencies to move. Okay, meaning the Aussie dollar, dollar cat, New Zealand dollar, all this will start to move because this data was supporting the dollar, so-called the dollar bulls, right? Okay. So now let me see. Okay, let me go share that screen. Okay. So now, if you see, I think now what we do is, okay, the best thing is try to close the trade, close the trade at cost. And today it looks like, it's not an opportunity today, and especially if you, let's say you get stopped out in any of the things, then we got to do a re-entry, then we got to uh, trade again, to come back. And this is how you have to do it day in, day out. Okay, get yourself prepared. You see, okay, this is the thing. And if let's say you are so-called, like if really the data came out to be really bad, I think I did alert to you that since yesterday the data was bad, today might be, a bit, but still we feel that the data is going to be really bad, but it didn't really happen. Yeah. So I think we have taken a trade. I think we did get stopped out. So when the moment once we get stopped out, then we got to do a re-entry, and we have to get back on track. And that is the only way we can be in the business, especially if you want to trade for a living. I think you got to follow this, and you have to stick to your rules. Okay. And one more thing. Okay, I have a question. It says S&P. Okay, I'll just what I'll do is I'll just show you the S&P. I'll just show from the chart. See, before you do a trade, okay, what you need to know is you need to know the price action, meaning the trend and this and the boundary. So if you look at this, okay, this is right now this market is reaching the resistance. Resistance meaning this is a strong resistance here. And if you look at on the hourly. Okay, now looks like the top is seen. Okay, especially when we trade S&P, it's good to watch on volume. Okay, especially when we trade futures. So when we see a volume here, a high volume, this is a spike volume, and here, so looks like this is going to be a top, and we expect the price to come down, and we are going to see a correction. So if you are trading this, okay, what I will do is, I will be going for a sell. Okay, I'll be going for a sell, and my stop would be above this high, and I'll give you this boundary. The boundary is this level is important. That 54.32 is important. So if this level breaks, then we are expecting a correction down towards 54.15 or even 54.00. So now, the only thing I can tell you is we may have seen the high. Okay, the condition is if this is the high, then we should not see the price going above that high again, and the price should break this low, which is 48, should break low, then the correction is started. So this is what we can tell about this instrument, right? So I mean, of course, the next time, what I can do is, because we were focusing on news trading, so we were concentrating on this. So the next time I would like to give you a more clean, with the levels and uh, and more on our system on this S&P. Okay. So now next, let me just finish. I think the next section we are having is this coming Friday. Okay, we are having this coming Friday around the same time. Okay, and I'm not sure whether any data that is going to come out. See, we are pretty comfortable and pretty versatile, because even the data comes out is okay. We can still share, we can still trade. Yeah. So I think this thing is stuck. Okay. Anyway, this coming Friday, I'll see you again, and and let's do a better trade during that time. I'm not sure what data is out on Friday. If there is any data, then we will do it as a news trading. If not, will be a normal trading. Okay. Till then, I'm just looking forward to see you again with a bigger group and more questions. So at least, we can do a longer time, longer time. Because the reason is here, like the group is getting with very quiet, with we expecting more questions. So at least, you can use the sessions as a very interactive sessions. Okay. So till then, thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you again on coming Friday. Thank you. Bye.